Hello friends, welcome to KT Research Guidance Bureau. Myself, Dr. Kumudini R. Thakur, founder member of the Bureau, would like to say few words for the Bureau. This Bureau is very helpful to all research students, master degree students, those who are interested to clear their NET, SLAT or any other competitive exams, plus those who are interested to increase their knowledge. So, my humble request to you that please subscribe the channel, give your comments and favor for the Bureau. Today, I will give you the brief idea about planning. This topic is very helpful to all students who are interested to do their BCom, BBA, MBA, MCA or any other degree course. So, please go thoroughly and take maximum benefit of that one. Planning is very useful for every activity. Without planning, generally we can't get good success. Terry gave a simple definition of planning. What he said, planning is the selection and relating of facts and making and use of assumptions regarding the future in the visualization and formalization of proposed activities believed necessary to achieve desired results. So, obviously, if you are interested to enjoy desired results, you have to manage your activities, and that management means sequence of activities, that is your planning. In another definition is little bit different. Majority of the points are same, but I would like to explain you. Planning may be broadly defined as a concept of executive action that embodies the skills of anticipating, influencing and controlling the nature and direction of change. So, 2-3 elements are new, and keep in mind this definition also. Hope you followed the definition. From this definition, let us try to understand features of planning. First one is determines the future course of action. Planning is always for future. You have desired objectives. You want to fulfill them. For that, you have to do planning. So, it is always for future. Second thing is selection of better alternatives. If you have only one alternative, then you have no option, but generally several options are available. Suppose if you want to travel, then you can use your bicycle, motor car or public transport, plane, whatever you want to select you can. Means selection of alternative. When you select the alternative, that time keep in mind your financial constraint, time duration and other factors, so that you can select a good alternative. Otherwise, it may possible that you may not be able to complete your target. Then another feature is undertaken at all levels of organization. Nobody can say that top management they do planning, then why should I bother? No. They plan the schedule and then they convey or forward these things to second authority, third authority, and as per that you have to plan your work and you have to complete the task. Then planning is not a rigid process, it is flexible as per the circumstances. It must be flexible. If it is too rigid, then it may possible that at the middle of the way you have to drop the activity. So, keep a little flexibility in your planning, and then it is pervasive and continuous managerial function. Suppose management make a good plan and then they feel that now no need to plan for any activity. It is not like that. Continuously you have to do your planning hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annually, then only you can complete your tasks. So, these are the basic features of planning. Now, let us try to understand nature of planning. It is always goal oriented process. If you have no goal, then no need for any type of planning. If you want to achieve something, then planning is essential. So, it is a goal oriented process. Then second thing is, it is a primary function. We discuss other functions also. That time we will discuss, but after planning other functions of organization will start. So, planning is the first one. Then it is all level activities, top level, middle level, lower level, even a layman has to plan. So, it is all level activity, then it is a rational process. Means in our Hindi cinema, hero always takes emotional decision. Planning is not like that. It is a rational process. Think twice and afterwards do your plan. It is a continuous process, as I told you that continuously you have to plan your schedule. After completion of first task, your second task begins. For that, do planning. For third, for fourth one. So, it is a continuous process and always forward looking. Then it involves choice. If there is no choice, then it is compulsion. So, among several alternatives, you have to select the best one. So, it is choice, and as per our capability, we have to select our alternative, and it is an integral process. Means it connects each and everything. If there are several departments in a company, then all these departments they plan their activity and afterwards they will prepare master planning. So, it is integral process and it increase efficiency. Efficiency of not only management but employees and companies. So, it increases efficiency of the employees because they have to complete the task within the stipulated time period. Now, let us try to understand planning is all pervasive. How can we say like this? First, organization, they plan their schedule. Afterwards, they pass on this information to several divisions. Suppose production department is there, sales department is there, then they do their planning. Then departmental planning and then sectional planning will start. If a company is big, then layers are more, and if the company is small, then layers are very less. So, as per the organization, you have to plan out. Now, see this diagram. This diagram highlights that planning is a rational process. Your present status, or you can say your current status is there, then time period 1 and then time period 2. In time period 2, you want to get your desired status, and for that planning is required. So, if your planning is perfect, then obviously within that stipulated time period you can get a better result and you can achieve your desired target. So, keep in mind that thing. Now, so far as importance of planning is concerned, see this diagram. In that one, you can find that first you have to select or decide objectives and how you can achieve them. For that, obviously, you have to do some activities. For that, which sort of organization structure is required, that you have to decide. And after that, what kind of human resources you need. Then, how effectively you can lead the people. Suppose your employees are very skillful, but your leadership is poor, then you are unable to fetch maximum benefit of their skill. And then by furnishing standard of control, then you have to decide standards, and with the help of standards you can check whether you are able to get a good result and better success or not. Then second thing is to offset uncertainty and changes. Means if your planning is perfect, then obviously you can reduce uncertainty, and if there is any change, accordingly you can modify your planning also. Now keep in mind, you can't reduce systematic risk, but with diversification you can reduce unsystematic risk. And there are some tangible changes, intangible changes are there, and that as per the situation you have to do. Then third point is attention on objectives and results. So, all the time your focus must be on your objectives. If you miss the objectives or your focus is different, then your organization may not get good success. So, what is the main objective of the organization? Maximization of profit, and sub objective to serve the society. So, how can you fulfill both objectives at a time? If you want to achieve a maximum profit, then try to reduce your cost. And if you are able to reduce the cost, obviously you can sell your product at a cheaper rate, better product at a cheaper rate, and this way you can serve the society. So, your always focus must be on objectives. Now, keep in mind, give this lesson to your employees also, that first of all keep in mind organization's interest and sacrifice your personal interest in favor of organization's interest. Then only your organization can develop and can get good results. Then if your planning is good, it helps in coordination of other activities. Then if it is good, then you can control the total environment and all activities very nicely. So, suppose your sales target means your planning is 10 lakhs units. So, obviously you have to produce that much units, otherwise how can you sell them? So, it facilitates to control the entire organization, and it is very helpful to increase the efficiency of the employees, because you gave the target, you gave the time duration also, you have measures for quality control. So, obviously it increases the efficiency of the employees. Then if your planning is good and up to some extent you give free hands to your employees, then automatically they will give you new ideas, and this way you can encourage innovation and creativity. If you give award, that if you give us good suggestions for quality control or reducing cost, then they will suggest you, and that innovative ideas you can implement. Then if your planning is good, then it is very helpful for the decentralization of the activities, because every department they know their rights and their liabilities, responsibilities. So, as per that rules and regulation and as per the pre-decided criteria, they will manage their activities. So, this way it is very helpful. Now, if you want to do planning, then you have to keep in mind basic steps of planning. It is a process. So, first is perception of opportunities. That is the first thing. Several opportunities are waiting for you. So, you have to select some of the opportunities. If you select everything, then you can't do anything. So, selection of opportunity, that is the first thing. Then as per that, establish your objectives. What are your objectives? And then select your planning premises. After selecting premises, identify the alternatives, which alternatives are available, and among them select the best one, means choice of your alternative. If your selection is poor, then you may not catch the opportunities, you may not fulfill your targets. Then you have to formulate your supporting plans, because many times if you want to do main activity, for that other activities are essential. So, for that other activities, formulate the supporting plan so that you can continue your main activity nicely, and then estimating sequence of activities. Then for first activity, how much time and cost and who can do. For second activity, for third activity, this way you can design your planning. Next time we will try to understand types of planning. Thank you very much, but please keep in mind, subscribe the bureau, give your comments and favor for the bureau. Thank you very much.